Today we are meeting Chelsea over at Cochlear America. Lost hearing in my left ear completely, so I want to see if the Baha system that they have might be able to help out.
Hi, my name is Chelsea Bates and I am the Consumer Engagement Manager for Cochlear Americas. Today we are going to talk about Baha technology and our different processor and accessory options. So the Baha system is picking up sound, it's vibrating the bone underneath the skin, which stimulates the better inner ear, and that is perceived and heard in the better ear as sound. Hearing loss is so important because it's the way we interact with everybody in our world. So it's the way we interact with loved ones, it's the way we communicate, and to really stay social in our lives. And so when you have hearing loss, it kind of makes you withdraw and really keep yourself outside of those social interactions. And a lot of individuals become depressed and are no longer living fulfilling lives because they're so isolated due to their hearing loss.
And so I understand why it's important then. How many people are actually affected by significant hearing loss?
Yeah, so roughly it's about 1 in 3 Americans experience or have some sort of hearing loss, which leads roughly to about 48 million people.
What makes the Baha system different than the other hearing aid options?
So in terms of hearing aid solutions, when you're looking at single-sided deafness, the really only option out there would be what's called a cross system, which basically is a transmitter picking up sounds on the bad ear and then another, practically a hearing aid sitting on the other ear, picking up the signal and delivering that signal to the better ear. With that solution, you are wearing something on both ears and you're utilizing the better ear in that capacity. This Baha is actually picking up the sound off the ear and it's sending it through the bone conduction. So whenever you set the skull into vibration, that inner ear gets stimulated and it causes that ear to respond to sound. So for a Baha, it's picking up the sounds on the bad ear and stimulating the better cochlea or the better organ of hearing, and that is how the sound is perceived in that better hearing ear. So imagine if you were riding in the car with a family member or spouse sitting on your right and you have deafness in your right ear. With the Baha would be placed on the right side. As your significant other was talking to you, you would pick up their voice in the Baha processor, but ultimately hear their voice in the left ear. So it's a way to have access to sounds on the dead side that's ultimately perceived or heard in that better hearing ear.
I'm a big scaredy cat, and when Baha was first mentioned to me, I almost shut off when they said they drill a little bit into my skull and put something in there. How can you help someone like me get over that mental hurdle?
Great question. The first thing I want to mention is that the Baha procedure is considered an outpatient procedure. The implant itself was based off of the dental implant industry. Here on my fingers, I'm showing you the implant itself, and it's approximately 4 millimeters in length. So it's this 4 millimeter implant that is being osseo-integrated into your bone. So it's actually a very small depth. So when people use the words like drilling into my skull, keep in mind that the implant is this tiny. So this implant can connect to the Baha system 2 different ways. One is with a snap, or referred to as an abutment, and this is the connect system. Another option is the attract system, which connects to the implant via a magnet.
I'm a little excited, a little nervous, because I have not been able to hear anything for the last 6 months. So if you can, would I be able to demo? So this appointment is over. I've just been asked to take my hat off. And this is what's underneath.
I get a good fit here.
Should have gotten a haircut before I came here.
Do me a favor and just plug your bad ear, plug both ears. Just go nuts there and I'll just stand behind you.
Oh my God, okay.
Yeah. Yep.
This is amazing.
Yeah, so like if I asked you what you had for lunch and I'm literally whispering back here.
Are you whispering?
I am.
That's a huge gain.
This is what it's all about. When someone comes up behind you, when you're in a restaurant, when you're in a car,
right,
and you have road noise on this side, this is where the Baha makes the difference.
Okay, so what's the next step? Someone's interested, what should they do next?
The next step is really to have a Baha evaluation, which is a special hearing test, if you will, at a center that works with Baha technology. Cochlear has a wonderful Find a Clinic feature on our website that you can actually type in your city and zip code and find a Baha clinic closest to you. And step number 1 is really scheduling that evaluation to see if you could benefit at this time.
So the good folks over there gave me a little parting goodie bag with a bunch of information and some cool stuff in here. But yeah, it's a lot to read through and a lot of good information. Oh, a little mirror so yeah, super cool. Okay, so final thoughts. I'm excited. I'm so glad to have met Cochlear. The Baha system really works. And if you or someone else you know has hearing loss, you should check them out.